Well, it's April 12th. The Bank of Canada is supposed to be raising rates today, so I figured I'd go out and enjoy this beautiful spring day before the Bank of Canada wrecks the rest of my day. Oh. And I thought winter was finally over, but of course not. I'm from Saskatchewan, where we got 4 winters, and I think we're only on winter number 3. Today I want to talk to you guys about 2 things. First being the Bank of Canada's rate announcement. It didn't surprise anybody, I don't think. And then I want to talk to you about the worst real estate advice I've ever heard on YouTube. This little rule where a 1% change in interest rate equals a 10% change in real estate prices. So stick around to the end where I'm going to explain how that is the dumbest piece of advice I've ever heard on YouTube. I almost forgot the most important part, giving you another terrible joke. What do you call a zombie that doesn't like to joke around? Dead serious. I think pretty much everybody was expecting this half-point bump from the Bank of Canada, and I don't think we're done yet for the year, but this is the first time we've seen the Bank of Canada raise rates a half point in one go since the year 2000. And most Canadians don't really look at the total purchase price of a house, they just look at what those monthly payments are going to be. So as those payments increase, you're going to see a slowdown in the Canadian real estate market from the buyer side. And heck, that's what I titled my most recent Canadian real estate market update, was a slowdown in the market. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll put a link to that in the descriptions, and one of those fancy pop-up cards is gonna pop up on one of these sides here. I wanna categorize home buyers into 3 categories here. I'm gonna put them in order of importance. So you've first got move-up buyers, first-time home buyers, and investors. Move-up buyers, that's somebody who says, I need a larger house, I'm expanding my family, I need more bedrooms. That person still needs a larger house. So yes, this house is now gonna cost them more in terms of monthly payment. What they often will do is just change what their budget is going to be versus saying, no, I'm not gonna buy a house anymore. So these interest rate hikes will have some impact on those buyers, but for the most part, those buyers are still gonna continue to look at purchasing a home. First-time home buyers, they're gonna be the next most impacted by these rising interest rates because for the most part, they're maxing out what they can spend. Any change monthly is going to impact them. Plus, because most of them are gonna have to qualify under the stress test rate, and that is 2% higher than their quoted rate, or 5.25, whichever is higher. Now that fixed rates have gone up above 4%, they're now qualifying on a 6% interest rate, meaning they actually can afford less as a total purchase price than they could even about a month or 2 ago. So those buyers are gonna see rising prices in terms of monthly payments, but also they're gonna be qualified for less. That's why they're the second most impacted by rising interest rates. Investors are the ones that are going to be hit the hardest by these rising interest rates because investors want properties that cash flow, meaning that the monthly income they get from that property is higher than their monthly expenses. And when interest rates go up, that means their costs also go up, meaning that unless rents go up, they have less per month they're making in income. Potentially they could be making no money, losing money per month on that. And those buyers, well, they're not going to buy a property that doesn't make money, so that is going to suppress demand significantly from investors the more interest rates go up. Here's a little clip that has the worst piece of advice I've ever heard about interest rates and house prices in Canada.
We always use the 1%, 10% rule, so a 1% reduction in interest rates typically translates into a 10% increase in prices.
Saying for that every 1% change in interest rates equals a 10% change in prices is painfully wrong, and I'm going to show you why. Let me pull up a quick chart for you showing the Bank of Canada rate for the last 20 years. Going back to 2008, there was a massive recession and the Bank of Canada cut its interest rate by 2%. So by applying that 1%, 10% rule, prices should have gone up by 20% with that 2% drop in interest rates. So what ended up happening with house prices from 2008 to 2009? Let's pull up another chart. House prices dropped 7% and then they rebounded back by 2009. But what happened the last time we saw interest rates rise? From 2017 through 2020, interest rates went up about 1%. Initially, prices do go up 10%, but then there's a drop of 3%. They rebound within a year, we see another drop of 2%, followed by a second rebound. What the heck is going on here? Interest rates went down 1%, so we should have seen a 10% rise in prices, and they did this instead. That is the impact of the stress test and foreign buyer taxes in BC and Ontario playing with the market. By May 2021, prices had risen that 15%, and so they should have started to flatten. Instead, prices go up another 17%. And this is at a time frame when the fixed rate mortgages went up nearly 3%. In other words, this 1%, 10% rule is completely bogus when it comes to house prices in Canada. Interest rates are just one of dozens of factors that affect the Canadian real estate market and where house prices go. And don't forget, there's a lot of emotion and people's sentiment around the market that matters a lot as well. There is no 1%, 10%. But you know what there is? An awesome video right here that you should check out from Bald Prairie Real Estate. And as always, thanks very much for watching, guys.